Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Action out of the AAA Pacific Coast League in this one. It's the Sugarland Space Cowboys and the Oklahoma City Comets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And our pitcher tonight, Jackson Ferris. And he's hoping for some better luck moving forward. Hitters have not been afraid to swing the bat against him this season with an opposing batting average over 300. That isn't all luck. Look for him to do a better job mixing pitches, speeds, and locations. Try to miss a few more bats. Swing and a rocket. It's back. It's gone. What a start to this one. 9th homer of the year. And just like that, they're out in front. It's 1-0. He came up looking for something to drive, found it right away, and put a great swing on it. What you might call ambush tactics. I feel like I barely got the starting lineups out of my mouth before that one was on its way. He was ready to hit as soon as the ump pointed to the pitcher to begin the game. Aggressive approach, and it paid off. Here's the third baseman, Jaron Williams. Went deep in last night's ball game. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane? Yes, it's a strike. Williams measures 6'1", 25 years old, and he was a 9th round draft pick in 2023. And the pitch. Fouled off down the right side. Big bats still on their way, and he's already served up a homer this inning. Buckle up. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Four-seam fastball, high outside. Swing and a miss. That's a K. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the home run. And let's take a look at this lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Jaron Williams. Bases empty, one away. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Matthews. Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. Fly ball out to left field. Gorski has a beat on it and makes the catch. CJ Alexander digs in now. It's been a tough stretch at the plate. Just one hit in the last 5 games. Oh, batter just wants to get a read on his stuff. That was a meaty pitch, but he let that one go, maybe to get the timing. Could be ready for it if he gets it again. 2 outs and nobody aboard. That one pushed to the left and foul. Four-seam fastball, low outside. Now here's the 0-2. Bash down the right side, but foul. Overhand curve, low mid. Oh, 0-2 now. And a curve misses outside. Four-seam fastball, low inside. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That was a very hittable off-speed pitch. He usually punishes those, but for whatever reason, he was a bit late on that swing. And 1-2. This one high and twisting down the left field line. That's got a chance, and that ball's out of here. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0. The approach to use the whole field, and that apparently extends to power hitting. That's a big swing to go the opposite way for the home. So digging in, Jack Winkler. In there at the knees. Out to center. Sirota settles under it. Gets there. Got it. But they had the power bats working this inning with 2 home runs leaving the yard. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Welcome back. And towing the slab in this one, A.J. Bluebaugh. He's got a nice ERA under 3 this season. That low ERA speaks to consistency and the ability to adapt when things aren't working in any given start. When he gets into trouble, he doesn't panic. Instead, he shifts tactics and finds another way to succeed. That's a good sign for his development. This one in the air to right, and a quick out, number 1. Let's take a look at the lineup. And probably the most productive player in the lineup so far this year, Keston Hiura. So up next, Santiago Espinal.
No, that's it.
Pops it up at the plate. Guillemette gets under it. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting third, the right field.
2 away here, nobody on. Now it's the right fielder, James Tibbs III. Hitless in 4 at-bats in yesterday's action. That one misses, and that is ball 1. That's a pitch that could have gone either way. Good job by the pitcher to accept the plate umpire's call politely. That may pay off for him down the line. Here's the 1-0 offering. Short hop liner handled it short. Play made. That ends the inning. We head to the second. On to the next inning, and now the shortstop, Tommy Sacco Jr. Ripped, but it curls foul. 0-2, waves at that one. Good eye there.
That's a ball.
What a take with 2 strikes. Missed inside with the curveball. Wow, he's showing outstanding discipline with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Out. 1 away on a drop third strike. That's one of the classic strikeout pitches right there. The curveball diving down and out of the zone as the batter swings over it. You can trace the evolution of that pitch all the way back to Candy Cummings in 1867. Next to hit, Xavier Nyans.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
And they say he went.
Changeup. Low inside.
And a big swing and a miss.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
That one in the dirt.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
Swing and a drive. That one's carrying. And it's gone. And they add on. It's 3-0. That's home run number 3 for them in this ball game. They've certainly got the power bats booming here. One down. Now up, Joseph Sullivan. Struggling to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly. I love the hustle he showed on that bunt single. Dropped it down the third base line and just focused on running through the bag at first.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
The 0-1 from the lefty. Close
Nope,
one,
ball.
but doesn't get the call.
Changeup.
1 run in the inning so far. Here in the top of the second.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Gets a piece, stays alive.
Overhand curve. Low outside.
He didn't start his
That's the
windup
ball.
before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball.
High inside.
Got it. 2 gone. That was in a hittable location, but he got caught looking at it. Might want that one back. To the top of the order we go. Stepping to the plate for Sugar Land, Garrett Guillemette. He's already homered in this ballgame.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. No reason to jump at a strike from a pitcher who's struggling like this. Chances are you'll get another pitch to hit. Pops this one up, foul on the left side. And that's the 3rd out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 3-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Stepping in, Alex Freeland. They've got the 3-run lead, but they won't keep it if they don't keep pitching well and aggressively, too. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. Good location on that heater, top of the zone. That's the modern approach with the fastball, trying to get good ride on it. Swing wasn't on time, but tough to get good contact on it, even if it had been. Mike Sirota, now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. 1 out and the base is empty. On the ground. Throw to first in time.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 9, Keston.
Coming up through the dish for Oklahoma City, Keston Hero. And his contact ability against lefties is stellar at this level, but righties are giving him some significant issues this season. And there's a breaking ball that drops in. The key as he tries to make that jump to the next echelon is to improve his hitting against righty pitching. You see so many righties on the mound that it's hard to overcome struggling against them if you want a long career. Over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. They go down 1-2-3. All set for the start of this inning, and now it's going to be Jaron Williams.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
Oh, yeah.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. The lefty readies. Here's the 1-1.
Nope, ball.
And after not getting the call on the outer half, he's just trying to get some clarification for where it missed. Hard line drive, but caught at second. Time to have a look at his pitch breakdown for the game. So far, it looks like he only trusts 2 of his offerings. He's thrown one of those 2 more than 80% of the time today. They've gotten some runs against him already, though, so maybe he'll take a different tack. Nobody on with 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Bryce Matthews. Fly to left the first time.
Ball.
Overhand curve. Low inside.
No, that's low. Ball.
Changeup. Middle center.
He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball.
Middle center.
Here's the 3-0. And there's a curve through for a strike.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
The pitch timer runs out, and that's not just an automatic ball, it's a walk. Big break for the batter. So here's the cleanup hitter, C.J. Alexander. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer the first time at bat.
Changeup. Low outside.
Runner on the go. Foul ball there.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
1 ball, 1 strike. Bash down the right side, but foul. Matthews over at first with 1 down. Swings and misses, struck him out. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, Jack Winkler.
Overhand curve. Low outside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
0-2, here's the pitch. On the ground to third, Espinal. Slings to first, out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 1 left on base, but they lead it 3-0. Bottom of the inning, and now the DH, Ryan Fitzgerald. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Fly to left. Sullivan coming on. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 8, the shortstop.
1 out and the bases are empty. Next up for the Comets, Noah Miller. Drive along the left field line, and that's just foul. The 0-1. In the air to center. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out. Pretty nice defensive play on that pop-up. It can be really tricky to bring those in, particularly if the wind's blowing a little harder. Digging in for the Comets, Eliezer Alfonso. Up the middle. Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Back to the top of the order here. Now the left fielder, Matt Gorski. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That is the inning. So one hit is all they get. End of 3. The Space Cowboys lead it 3-0. Welcome back to Oklahoma City, top of the 4th inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Tommy Sacco Jr.
Four-seam fastball.
And that's in there at the knees.
Changeup. Low middle. Changeup. Low outside.
Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball.
Low inside.
Here comes the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt.
Ball, low.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Spoils that one. It remains 2-2.
Changeup. Low outside.
Foul ball left side. At least one more pitch.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
And the 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
This one is labeled back there. And that one hops the wall. Now around second and digging for 3. And he announces his arrival at AAA with a triple. What a moment. Everything came together on that swing. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Nobody out, runner at third. And here's the first baseman, Xavier Nyans. Already a solo homer in this one. And it goes
foul.
just foul.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
On the ground to the
That's
left,
foul.
and that's just foul. He's doing a good job of changing speeds. First the off-speed stuff, then the heat. Now the hitter's off balance. Got him looking. One down. That was a beautiful glove side fastball placed right on the outside corner. Blows the batter, and I'm not sure what good swinging would have done. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, Joseph Sullivan in the dirt. Nice job behind the dish. One away with a runner at third.
Overhand curve. Low inside. Changeup. Low outside.
And now the 1-2. Goes down on strikes, and you knew he should have offered it that one. Batter was pretty clearly sitting on a fastball there. That off-speed pitch was in a hittable location, but the change of speeds must have been tricky enough to freeze him. Pitcher knows he got away with one there. Spence batting for the second time, and that's strike one. That's a strike, but probably not a great one to swing at on the first pitch. Smart take, I think. Runner at third, 2 away. And a swing and a miss. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. On now to the bottom of the 4th. Sugarland ahead in this game, 3-0. Welcome back. The Comets at the dish in the bottom of the 4th.
Third baseman, number 4, Santiago Espinal.
Grounds this one up the middle. Sacco. Fires over to first. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth.
Now batting, the right fielder, James.
Bases empty, one away. And now the right fielder, James Tibbs the third. Rounded out the first time. Line drive to short and caught. Might need to do something to reset your karma. That liner had base hit written all over it. Just some bad luck. And next, the cleanup hitter, Alex Freeland. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. There's definitely one. And this one's into the left center field gap. Should be extra bases. And it's a 2-out double. No time wasted here. Great approach on that swing, stepping through it and shooting it the opposite way for a two-bagger. Hitting coach will be smiling after that cut. And now, Mike Sirota, 1 for 4 in Wednesday's action. Grounder up the middle. That's a hit. Holds up, forced to stop at third. And he keeps swinging a hot bat. Some really good games lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get a hit. Runners on the corners and 2 out. And now the first baseman, Keston Hiura, 0 for 1 so far. 1-0, and the pitch. On the ground to third, Williams. To first, out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 2 runners left on base. They're trailing here 3-0. We're in the top half of the 5th, and here's the catcher, Garrett Guillemette.
Four-seam fastball, low inside. Overhand curve, low middle.
That one way inside.
Four-seam fastball, low outside.
That's low. That's a ball.
Four-seam fastball, high middle. Four-seam fastball, high inside.
Sliced hard, but foul.
Changeup, low outside.
2-2, here's the pitch. Swings through it for the K. And the leadoff hitter set down in the 5th. That was a very hittable location for that off-speed pitch, but he sequenced it well. Went fastball on one pitch, pulled the string the next, and at the plate, he wasn't ready for the change of speed. Nice pitching.
Overhand curve, low middle.
Williams, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And the strike is overturned following the review. Still 2 challenges left for him. That one
That
close,
missed. That's a ball.
ruled a ball.
Four-seam fastball, low middle.
Yeehaw!
Four-seam fastball, high outside.
Bash down the right side, but foul.
Changeup, low inside.
Here's the 2-2.
Four-seam
1 out and the
fastball,
base is empty.
low inside.
That one ripped, but foul.
Changeup, low inside.
He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball.
High outside.
Chop to the right side. Hero takes it to the bag at first. First two batters retired in the top of the fifth. Nobody on and 2 outs. The batter now, Bryce Matthews. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Changeup. Below middle.
Ball high.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Next pitch is inside. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Four-seam
2 outs,
fastball.
bases empty.
High inside.
Swing and a miss, late cut there.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And he goes down on strikes. And a nice frame on the mound. He sets him down 1, 2, 3. They go down in order. Bottom half of the fifth, and the Comets batting. Ryan Fitzgerald getting ready to hit. Grounder to second, Matthews. And there's 1 down. Nobody on with 1 out. And now at the plate, Noah Miller, 0 for 1. Breaks his bat and hits a pop fly to shortstop. And makes the catch. Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City, Eliezer Alfonso. Picked up a base hit to center the first time up. Sullivan towards the line. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. 2 down and nobody aboard. Bottom half of the fifth. Fine work in this one, just 1 strike away from a 5th shutout frame. And here's the 0-2. On a line to center. And that's that. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings in the books. We're back here at the ballpark. Start of the 6th. Ben Gelman bringing you this one. And leading off, C.J. Alexander.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Here comes the 0-1. Grounds this one to the right
Foul
side.
ball.
And it goes just foul.
Two-seam fastball. Low inside.
Fights it off. We'll see another.
Overhand curve. Low middle.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Two-seam fastball. Low inside.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. 1 out and the bases are empty. Now it's the right fielder, Jack Winkler.
Hey,
Overhand curve. Low inside.
Grounder to short. Tosses to first. 2 outs opening up the top of the 6th inning. 2 down now. Stepping to the plate for Sugarland, Tommy Sacco Jr. Ground ball left side. Gets it to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. We move on to the bottom of inning number 6. The Space Cowboys with the lead, 3-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma City, Matt Gorski. Swing and a high fly ball. Sailing towards left center field. Pretty deep. Brings it in on the warning track. Santiago Espinal, the next to hit. To third. Picks it up. Out number 2. James Tibbs the third, now at the plate. Ground ball right side. Oh, great stop. From his knees, the throw, and they get the out. That was a great job at second base. Takes the perfect angle, diving stop, completes the play, and ends the inning. And here's the first baseman, Xavier Nyans. And already in this one, he's gone deep, hitting a solo homer back in the second inning. That was a nice boost for his team early on.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound, Blake Trinan. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. A swing and a miss. Trinan, a former All-Star, 37 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2011.
Sinker. Low outside.
Sharp grounder, and it gets through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's the left fielder, Joseph Sullivan. 1 for 2.
That's a ball.
In the air to left center. Sirota on the move to the gap. Gets there. Got it. Not a lot of minor league outfielders can make that play, but he's showing he's got the goods. A center field prospect like this is valuable to any organization. Big-time velocity out of the bullpen. Pretty common these days. Runner at first, 1 away. This one is in there, and that is strike 2. And a high fly out to center. Sirota should have this one, and makes the catch.
Now back, catcher Garrett Gilliamet.
Here's the catcher, Garrett Gilliamet. Already a homer for him in this one. Oh my, right to the backstop. That's a wild pitch, and he moves into scoring position. Nyans on at second with 2 away.
Nope, ball.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that is out number 3. 1 runner left stranded. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. Bottom of the 7th, Alex Freeland digs in now.
Second baseman, Alex Freeland.
Up the middle. Over to pick it up. On the run, sends it over to first.
No,
but safe at first. And they start the frame with a leadoff infield single. Couldn't get the out, but what a defensive effort. Covered a ton of ground and then made a strong throw to make the play a little closer. No outs, runner at first. Digging in for the Comets, Mike Sirota. Ground ball up the middle. The underhand flick. There's one. That is a terrific double play. That play looked smooth and simple, but it's anything but. Credit to them for an outstanding double play. And now the first baseman, Keston Hiura. And swing and a miss. Nice outing working late into this game, and a first pitch strike rate better than 70%. The pitching coach will give him props for that. And that extends the inning. Really good pitch. Down and away, right on the corner of the zone. But the swing was even better. Stayed through it and hit it hard the other way. So digging in, Ryan Fitzgerald.
Ball.
The Space Cowboys leading by 3. Here in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. Hard ground ball, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. Back-to-back singles, passing the baton. That's a nice, simple approach there. Sent that one back through the middle for a clean base hit. And they've got a bit of momentum as they try to battle back here. Noah Miller getting ready to hit. And that one hammered. This one on its way. And it one-hops the wall. 1 runs in. Here's the relay to the plate. 9 times, safe and home. And now they trail by 1. Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. A lot of ways they can tie this ball game, especially if they put the ball in play. Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. AJ Bluebaugh won't go any further tonight. And a decent effort in this spot start. Back with a new pitcher in just a minute. A new arm into the game, the righty, Kai-Wei Tang. A runner on second to deal with. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by Mid-South Electronic Credit Union. You can bank on them with your business. Oklahoma City with the go-ahead run in the batter's box. The batter swinging, it's a strikeout. Nice job controlling the damage out there. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And the home team's down a run. We go to the 8th. Jaron Williams now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hard hit left side. Throws short ops him at first. Can't come up with it. He's safe. No outs. Runner at first. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Matthews.
Yeehaw!
The 0-1. crushes this one to left, and forget about it. That is a no-doubt home run. An absolutely titanic shot. And they add to the lead. It's 5-2. To my eye, he looks really comfortable hitting recently. Seeing the ball well, looks confident, and he is punishing it. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Blake Trimer is done. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in just a minute. So they turn things over to the righty, Evan Phillips, coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. And now, C.J. Alexander. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Nobody on, nobody out. 2 runs scored already in the inning. And we're in the top of the 8th. And plenty of time to first. Next up for the Space Cowboys, Jack Winkler. A frozen road. And there's 2 down. Digging in for the Space Cowboys, Tommy Sacco Jr. 1 for 3. And a good fastball to start off. That's strike one. Nice location on that high fastball. 97 on the radar gun. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. In the air, out towards right center. And that's the end of the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's now 5-2. On to the bottom of the 8th. Matt Gorski getting ready to hit. A laser into the outfield. 1 away. Clearly ready to swing the bat starting off this inning. Tough break with the line out, but a really nice cut. Bases empty, 1 away. And now, Santiago Espinal. On the ground, out to short. Handles the chance. That's an out. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kai-Wei Tang will depart. It's a 3-run. Righty reliever out the pen, Jaden Murray. This season has gotten hit around pretty good. Bases are empty with 2 away. And now the right fielder, James Tibbs III. Back to the mound. He's got it. Flips it. Nicely done for the out. 9th inning coming up. The Space Cowboys on top here, 5-2. All set to start the 9th inning in this one. Xavier Nyans digs in now.
Yeah!
And it's through for a hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. Now the left fielder, Joseph Sullivan. Sliced hard, but foul. And the 0-1 now. There's a strike. Bash down the right side, but foul. And that's a fair ball. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now. And he's got a multi-hit game now, which has to feel especially good after his recent lack of results. Well, he was a touch behind on that swing, but strong wrists and a good job of getting on plane meant he could make good contact and shoot it down the left field line. Hard hit to right center. He's in to score on the sac fly, and they're up by 4. And here's the catcher, Garrett Guillemette. 1-0.
That's the ball.
Runner on at third, 1 away. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Oh, great stop. Throws to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Coming up to the dish now for Sugarland, Jaron Williams. That one in there across the letters. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Clearly, he's confident in his breaking ball in this one. This pitch popped up. Hero moving under him. Gets there. Got it. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits. No errors. No one left on base. On to the bottom of the 9th. 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. Sugarland with the lead, 7-2. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Alex Freeland now at the plate. Labeled on a line to center. It's carrying. And there's one down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
He's 2 outs away. Next up for the Comets, Mike Sirota. Liner, base hit. So 1 on now with 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
Next up, Keston Hira. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. A little out front there, swings through it. Fly ball to right. Winkler on the move to the alley. And makes the catch.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So it's their last chance of the ball game. Swing and a rocket. And it one-hops the wall. Runner around third. Comes across to score. Comes through with the RBI. This next at bat looms very large. Now a chance for Noah Miller. Lifted down the left side, Sullivan has this one sized up, and that'll do it. (7-3) is how this one ends. Thanks for dropping by and joining me and our wonderful crew here on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Talk to you soon.